Before I introduce this year's Chelimsky speakers, I'd like to have a word from our sponsor.
Good morning. For the past 5 years, the Robert Wood Johnson Foundation has supported the Eleanor Chelimsky Forum at EERS. It has been my very great pleasure to have overseen this grant and to have participated in the selection of speakers, as well as being a discussant for the first 2 years. The presentations have resulted in important papers published in the American Journal of Evaluation. I feel strongly that the presentations have added to our understanding of the interface between evaluation practice and theory. Much as Eleanor suggested 5 years ago, this year's speaker, George Grobe, offers real value and important contributions to the forum. And indeed, I know no one who has a better grasp of the essentials of evaluation practice. When it comes to conveying important information to federal decision makers, he wrote the book, literally, as seen in chapters on effective report writing in every edition of the Handbook of Practical Program Evaluation. I am sure that the practice conundrums and principles he has to share today are strongly related to evaluation theory. I wish I could be there to see it, but there will be the videos, which gives the whole forum some sticking power. And to the audience, let me say, you will give everybody their money's worth, including the Robert Wood Johnson Foundation, if you ask questions and make comments in reaction to what George has to say. Thanks for your attention and your interest in the Chelimsky Forum.
Thank you, Laura. So we have George, who's being joined by Mel Mark. Let me give you a brief introduction so we know who we're talking with. And please take Laura literally. We do want you to join in the conversation. So George is president of the Center for Public Program Evaluation, an evaluation company focusing on public policy, strategic planning, and communications. George's career has straddled the worlds of policy development and evaluation across a broad range of disciplines. Most of George's career was with the federal government. There, he served as Director of Planning and Policy Coordination at what was then the U.S. Department of Health, Education, and Welfare. Later, he served as Deputy Inspector General for Evaluation and Inspections, where he supervised almost 1,000 evaluations, mostly in health and human service programs. He also represented the Office of the Inspector General through his congressional testimony, speeches, and presentations to senior department officials, foreign dignitaries, and outside groups. Immediately before first retiring, George was executive director of the Citizens Healthcare Working Group, a commission charged with developing options for healthcare reform based on citizen input. Recently, he returned to federal service as Deputy Inspector General for Evaluations at the Federal Housing Finance Agency and now serves as the Senior Project Manager for evaluation of the Voices for Healthy Kids, a collaborative initiative of the Robert Wood Johnson Foundation and American Heart Association to prevent childhood obesity. He also currently serves as chair of the American Evaluation Association's Evaluation Policy Task Force. George has been the recipient of many, many awards. I think given the changes that are occurring, it's worth noting he was awarded 3 times by the President's Council for integrity and efficiency in individual achievement. No small achievement. What you might not know about George is that he started out as a magician, and his major in college was medieval philosophy. He attributes his entree into the field through his experiences as a college debater. Please welcome George Grobe. We're so delighted joining George today is Dr. Melvin Mark. Mel is professor and head of psychology at the Pennsylvania State University. He has served as president of the American Evaluation Association and as editor of their flagship journal, the American Journal of Evaluation. He has received numerous awards as well for his evaluation work and for his award-winning teaching, and has published numerous papers and chapters on theory and design of evaluations. When he was growing up, his family had a small farm with beef cattle, so when he tells you in an earlier phase of his life he was shoveling manure, that isn't a metaphor. And we might agree he qualifies as an official evaluation lyricist, having penned Evaluation Pie and some of the other songs I understand we were regaled with last night at the sing-along. So without further ado, I'm going to turn the podium over to George and to Mel. Thanks.